The episode was called The New House. It begins in the morning as the pig family moves into their new home. The house is big, bright, and a little unfamiliar. Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig walk inside and start looking around the rooms. Daddy Pig happily says that the house has plenty of space for playing, and Mummy Pig smiles and says that now everyone will have more room. George immediately runs down the hallway with his dinosaur and happily says, "Dinosaur!" Peppa is excited at first too, but she feels that the house is a little too quiet. While Mummy and Daddy unpack boxes, Peppa decides to explore the house. She walks down a long hallway and looks at the doors to different rooms. The house is very quiet, and the only sound she hears is her own footsteps. Suddenly, somewhere upstairs, she hears a small noise. Creak. Peppa stops and listens. She looks up at the staircase. "Mummy?" Peppa asks quietly. But nobody answers. From the kitchen, she can hear the normal sound of dishes. Peppa slowly walks up the stairs to the second floor. There are several rooms. She looks into one room. It's empty. She looks into another. Also empty. Then suddenly, she hears another sound. Tap. It sounds like someone gently knocked on the wall. Peppa frowns a little. "Maybe it's just the house," she says to herself. She walks farther down the hallway. At the end of the hallway, there is a small window. Outside, the wind is gently moving the branches of a tree. When the branches touch the wall, they make a soft sound. Tap, tap. Peppa looks at the branches. "Oh, it's the tree," she says. But just as she is about to leave, she hears another creak, this time from downstairs. Peppa quickly walks down the stairs. George is sitting on the floor playing with his dinosaur. "George, did you hear that noise?" Peppa asks. George looks up. "Noise?" "Yes, like someone walking." George looks around and says, "Dinosaur?" Peppa smiles, but she still feels a little strange. Later in the evening, Peppa walks through the hallway again. The house is darker now, and the windows reflect the light from the lamps. Once again, she hears a quiet sound. Creak. Peppa stops. "Who's there?" she asks softly. Just then, Daddy Pig walks out of a room. "Peppa, what's the matter?" he asks. Peppa looks a little embarrassed. "I think someone is in the house. I keep hearing strange sounds." Daddy Pig smiles and explains calmly. "In new houses, floors, walls, and doors sometimes creak. The house is just getting used to its new family." Mummy Pig walks over and adds, "Sometimes the wind moves branches or windows. Those are normal sounds." Peppa starts to relax. "So it's just the house?" Daddy Pig laughs. "Of course. Sometimes our imagination makes sounds seem scarier than they really are." Peppa looks around the hallway and slowly nods. "I guess it's just imagination." But when the family walks back into the living room, the camera stays in the empty hallway for a moment. A quiet creak can be heard again. The episode ends with Peppa looking back at the hallway and quietly saying, "I guess it's just imagination." But she still looks a little unsure.